Hey guys, it's T. Kyle here, and if you don't know, I am the guy that has been doing reality TV gifs for 6 years. Surprise, it's me, there's a face. And today I wanted to answer a question that I've been getting a lot on Tumblr and also on Twitter and just with my friends in real life, you know, people I see every single day. And that question is, why don't you make gifs anymore? Where are all your gifs? Why don't you update anymore? I've been getting a lot of messages from people who say that they really miss the website and they miss all my updates and they miss the stuff that I would normally post. And I feel like I'm disappointing a lot of people, and I wanted to get on here and explain to you guys sort of the story. So there are actually a couple reasons why I do not update reality TV gifs the way that I used to. And I will just sort of run through them and give you guys an explanation of sort of what's going on, because it's not just one reason at all. It's numerous things that have accumulated over time and have really just affected it. So the first reason why is because I don't know the fate of Tumblr. The long story short, Tumblr was bought by Yahoo, and then this year, Yahoo and AOL merged together, and it's sort of this new company that no one really knows what's going on. No one talked about the future or the fate of Tumblr, and so it's really just in limbo. No one knows if it's gonna stay the same it's always been, if they're gonna change it, if they're gonna invest in it. No one knows. And I wanna give you guys a little parallel to this. Vine. Remember Vine?
Bitch!
For all those haters out there, suck my ass.
Be yourself, bitch.
I miss Vine so much. And Vine was a company that was bought out and then, we all know, got shut down. And even though it was really popular, even though it had all these power users and people were getting millions of loops and all this attention and brand deals and you name it, it didn't last. They shut it down. They just cleared out. I'm not saying that I know anything's, like, I don't know if Tumblr is gonna get deleted. I don't know what's gonna happen. I cannot even begin to explain to you guys the amount of time and effort and money I have put into reality TV gifs over the past 6 years. Just the hand coding, the menus, the mobile site that I hand coded. It's so much time and so much energy and such a labor of creative love that I put into this website. And so I started to think about how upset I would be if Tumblr suffered the same fate as Vine. And I realized that I needed to sort of pull myself away from reality TV gifs because it's not a creative project that I can control. And after all of the long late nights editing and coding and fixing my layout and creating the content, and I mean, I am a one-man team. Reality TV gifs is me, 100% me. So to think of that getting deleted after 6 years of time and energy sucks. And so I am pulling myself back a little bit. 1 second, I'm grabbing a couple things. Okay. Given that I don't know the future of Tumblr, and I think back on all the years, I mean, it's been years, and some of you guys have been there since I first started this blog and this website on Tumblr, and I think about all the stuff like this. What are you doing here without Dorinda? And my Christmas sweaters, and this is for the throwback people. For those of you who have been around for a really long time, when I did these, the stickers, and I mailed out by hand stickers with a handwritten thank you to people. So I know that all this stuff is just shirts and housewives quotes and stickers and gifts, and it's all silly, but the past 6 years really have been an experience for me, and a lot of you guys have been there since the beginning, and we've developed this internet friendship, and I mean, it really is like this chunk of my life, and I would be so upset if Tumblr suffered the same fate as Vine, and I don't know if they're going to. And so I think one of the biggest reasons has been that I don't know if this platform's gonna last, and I don't see enough investment being made into it to to see that it's going to stick around.
Yes, whatever.
The other thing with the internet now too is that there's so much gray area with copyright. And if you guys follow me on Twitter, you know this, but I get deleted all the time. I make these edits, which in my opinion are transformative enough to qualify for fair use and also short enough to qualify. But these record labels and things like that don't see that. So I just get content deleted all the time, even though I transform a song or I transform a remix into something that's new and different, which I feel is transformative and I think should qualify as transformative, it just gets deleted. In addition to all the takedowns I've gotten on Twitter, I've received numerous takedowns for GIFs on Tumblr as well. 3 strikes will terminate my account. I've tried to discuss this with Tumblr, but they've been unresponsive. I personally believe my GIFs are free promotion for networks. They boost social conversation, which brands pay for. They pay for GIFs on Giphy, they pay to boost Facebook posts, they pay to boost Twitter posts, and that encourages the purchase of shows and songs. So for me, it's really discouraging to constantly receive legal threats and warnings about the possible termination of my account. For all I know, Tumblr could look at my blog and say, this is all copyright material, we're deleting your account. They could do that. And I fear that they might do that. So I hope you guys can kind of understand where I'm coming from. I don't have control over my site. If I were to go and independently launch my site on WordPress or get my own hosting, I could totally do that, but the hosting costs would be astronomical for me as a one person to afford that on a monthly basis would be insane. I wouldn't be able to do it. I would not be able to do it. And the ads that I ran would not be able to sustain it. It would be such a financial hole for me to launch reality TV gifts independently, and it would not go anywhere. The second reason is time and money. Now, if you are a freelancer, you will understand this. Time is money, and vice versa. I work 50 hours a week right now at a full-time job. And then reality TV gifts, YouTube, all that other stuff that I do, Twitter edits, like that's all on the side in my free time. I used to invest about 10 hours a week into reality TV gifts, which if you think about it is 40 hours a month, which is a full work week. I pay for Photoshop monthly, which is $55 a month. My internet bill is $90 a month. And to buy an episode of a reality show, it is $2.99 on iTunes. Everything I buy, all the episodes that I use, everything's legal, I pay for it, and it's an investment. So if you think about that, I'm roughly spending about $200 of my own money into this website, right? And 40 hours a month. So I'm putting time and money into this site, and about 8 months ago, November of last year, 2016, Tumblr stopped letting me run ads on my website. I will be completely transparent here because I'm all about being transparent and honest. I used to make money off of reality TV gifts. I had ads up using Google AdSense, and I made anywhere from $70 to $150 a month in ads. It really just depended on the page views. So if I'm spending $200 of my own money into Photoshop and episodes and my internet and whatever, then making back 100-ish a month just canceled out my bills. And I felt like that was fair. You know, I didn't want to ask for donations. I didn't want to start a Patreon. I didn't want to, you know, ask you guys for money to run my blog. I just felt like that was so... I know some people do it, but for me, I just didn't want to do it. So I felt like the ads canceled it out and they got taken away, and for no reason. I got no answer from Tumblr. I got no answer from Google. They just didn't let me run ads. I tried introducing merch, which was pretty successful and you guys really liked, but then I ran into copyright problems. So I had a housewife send me a cease and desist, and I couldn't create anything new that was housewife-related merch. And so again, I tried something to help me offset the costs of running my site, and it failed. I tried creating a partnership with some people and they just weren't responsive to it. So I kind of let it go. Again, going back to Tumblr, they were supposed to introduce an ad sharing program where power users and bloggers could run ads through Tumblr on their sites and make a little bit of money, kind of like YouTube. YouTubers would run ads on their videos and they would get a little bit of money from it. And so that never happened. It was supposed to happen last year, never happened. And again, made me think, what's happening to Tumblr? If this is something that they said they were gonna do and then they never started it, maybe that means they're getting ready to shut down. I don't know. But that was in the back of my mind. And I can't invest that much time and that much creative energy into something that is just draining me financially and draining me creatively. It's not smart. And this is just advice to anyone who's freelancing, regardless of whether you work online or you work offline or whatever it is that you're doing, whatever it is that you're getting paid to do hourly. You have to know your worth too. And I know that I put a lot of work and time and energy into my site, and I always wanted it to be the best. I wanted to make sure that it worked on everyone's phones and worked on people's iPads and worked on people's computers. And I just wanted to make it the best site that it could be. And I realized that I was just draining myself financially and draining myself creatively. And it was just not, it wasn't a fair balance. If I showed you my current library on iTunes, you guys would gasp. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I will put up a screenshot here of my reality TV library that I have on iTunes. Now look at all of these icons and think of all the shows on here that have multiple seasons. And every single one of these episodes is either $2 or $3. She invested into her website. That's all I'm gonna say. I invested into this website because it's a creative project for me and I loved it. But I just have to scale back. And it's not that I'm going to delete the website. I'm not going to stop updating. Obviously, there's things coming up. There's episodes coming up that I want to cover. The Real Housewives of New York trip to Mexico in 2 weeks. There's a moment in that episode that is one of the funniest moments that has ever happened in Real Housewives of New York history. So there will still be gifts. They will just be less frequent. I don't know how much I'm going to invest into the layout of the website. I want to fix it, but I know that it's going to take me 8 to 10 hours to do, and that's, you guys, it's a lot of time. I'm not like sitting here saying, oh, I don't make money off of this, so I'm not gonna do it, because I have so much fun doing it, and that's more important to me. But I also know that they could delete my website in the blink of an eye if they wanted to, and I don't want to get upset if that happens. And so I'm just sort of distancing myself a little bit, and I'm gonna wait and see what happens with this merger and see if anything comes of it. Maybe they will implement an ad sharing system where I can make a little bit of money on Tumblr again, and I can cancel the costs of Photoshop and my internet and all the episodes that I buy, because it really does add up. I mean, look, if you guys go on iTunes right now, look at how much it costs to buy a season of the Kardashians. It's over $60 to buy a season of the Kardashians, and that's kind of ridiculous, in my opinion. What I loved about my website when I first started it was that there was no other GIF website like mine. I was the first of its kind. Just like Bionic, Reality TV Gifs was ahead of its time. And I loved that because I love technology, I love being creative, I love trying new programs out, and I liked being unique. I liked being different than all the other websites that were out there. And right now, I'm not. There's so many websites now that are like mine, and that's awesome, but I wanna do something different. I wanna make something new. So instead of spending 10 hours a week on Reality TV Gifs, I've invested my time into other things. I've taken on new hobbies. I kind of like my site as it is right now. It's an amazing collection of content. My gifts are usable over and over and over and over and over again, and I do think that that makes my site unique. I like that my GIFs, like Camille and Danielle and Luann, you know, all these GIFs that you see used over and over and over again. All of the Miss New York GIFs that you see on Twitter and Tumblr, they came from my website years ago, and they just get used over and over and over and over and over again. And I love that, and that's what I want my site to be. I want it to be a collection of quality GIFs, not quantity GIFs. And if Tumblr shuts down my website, I have a backup. I have 2 backups actually. And I know that my GIFs will live on the internet in other places. When I do post GIFs, I always tweet them out. So follow me on Twitter. You can send me requests. I will still take them and listen and see what I can fit into my schedule. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. And I'm sorry if I am disappointing anyone. I hope I'm not. I feel like I'm trying to be smart about my time and where I put my creative energy into, because that's important. Reality TV Gifs has been such a fun creative project for me. And if anything, the collection of content on there will just live forever. You can go on there and just click the random post button and get a laugh. I mean, there's so much good things on there still, and it's just a collection that will last on the internet forever, I hope. And yeah, I'm just trying new things. I'm here on YouTube. If you want to check out my channel and check out some of my videos and hit that subscribe button, then that would be awesome too. I'm having a lot of fun on YouTube. I really do enjoy it, and I have a lot of fun editing videos and the community on here as well. I hope that clears things up for you guys, and I hope that you guys understand, and I hope that you guys aren't as disappointed in me, because it's been just as disappointing for me to have to pull away from the site, but I know that it's the best thing to do. And yeah, I also am ready to do a GIF tutorial where I pass along my torch of GIF making, and I expose all my secrets on what I do to make the perfect GIF. So if you want to see that tutorial, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment below, send me a tweet, let me know, and if I get enough response from it, I will put together a tutorial and my GIF secrets will be revealed. I'm ready to reveal them. Do you guys want them? Let me know. That's all for now. I will see you guys soon with a new video. Check me out on Twitter at @TKyleMac, and if you liked this video, you want to check out my other videos, give me a thumbs up and subscribe below, and I will see you guys soon with more ridiculous Housewives edits that I will probably get deleted for, but oh well. Bye guys.